So I wanted to show this to you guys because I think it's quite interesting. There is a narrative being painted that they have such a strong case against Lil Durk and it's all over for him. But here's one fault in the prosecution's case that the defense attorneys are trying to expose. And it is from this, I'm going to read right from the filing. It is apparent from the first superseding indictment that at least one government witness, most likely a federal law enforcement agent, which is an FBI agent, testified falsely under oath. All right. So the prosecutors, because they noticed or they saw that in the first superseding indictment, they were using this idea that Little Durk's lyrics or Little Durk was making music about the killing, and then it was proven that the music was actually made months before the actual murder. It became apparent to the defense counsel for Little Durk that there had to be a witness, a federal law enforcement agent who probably lied under oath, all right, to try to strengthen, to try to get the grand jury indictment. So a grand jury, how it works is you have a jury and then you have the prosecution and they're presenting their case just to meet the element to bring an indictment against Little Durk. There's no defense, so you can just say whatever. Nobody's gonna cross-examine, and it's not, and that information is not available to the public, and it's not available to defense counsel. In this case, in Little Durk's case, they're trying to expose. They're trying to get that the minutes, the evidence presented in the grand jury exposed, so they can show the faults within the case, right? They can show that literally an FBI agent lied to get this federal indictment across the line, right? So that they could actually bring charges against Little Durk. A federal law enforcement agent lied, man. And as it says here, this federal testimony impeaches and undermines the credibility not only of the witnesses who testified to the untruth, so there were witnesses who lied, but also of the entire prosecution team that failed to do its due diligence before pursuing extremely serious charges against Little Durk. So you hear that, guys? Basically, what they're saying is the credibility, the witnesses lied. The witnesses you used in the federal indictment, they lied. You got above the line through the grand jury proceedings by using false testimony. You got FBI agents who lied, and you got other witnesses who lied. They said that whatever, they did their investigation, but it's all lies. And the defense attorneys are trying to expose that. And I just wanted to make that video for anyone who's interested. Peace.